Hello dear students, welcome back to my channel. I am Dr. Anusha Rani speaking from Maharajas College of Pharmacy. Today we are going to discuss about refractometry. So before going into the details, I would like to tell a small point, that is, from the childhood we have been observing that whenever we dip a pencil or a scale into water, it appears to be bent. So why does it happen like this? A very simple physics is involved here, that is refraction of light. When light rays pass from a lighter medium into a denser medium, that is from air into the water in this case, the light rays get bent. This bending of the light rays is called as refraction, and because of this refraction, the scale is now appearing to be bent when it is dipped into water. So this is a very simple physics that is involved in refraction of light rays. But this simple physics or refraction of light can be used in pharmacy to study about purity of samples, especially purity of oils. So here today we are going to study about the purity of oils.
The refractive index is determined by Snell's law. N1 sin alpha is equal to N2 sin beta, where N1 is a refractive index of medium 1 and N2 is a refractive index of medium 2. Also, sin I by sin r is equal to N, which is equal to velocity of light in the first medium by velocity of light in the second medium, where I is the angle of incidence and r is the angle of refraction and of medium 1, and the above ratio determines the refractive index of medium 2, which is always greater than unity. Also, refractive index depends upon density and temperature, and its value decreases with increase in temperature.
So this is a RICO Abyss refractometer. It basically consists of two prisms. One is a movable prism and the other is an immovable prism, which is held to the bearing and which can be moved with the help of this knob. So these are the two prisms which have to be cleaned with an isopropyl alcohol or acetone, 2 or 3 drops of ethanol, etc. We can clean these two prisms. The surface of the lower prism is rough ground and the surface of the upper prism is soft ground. So usually we place the sample, 2 or 3 drops of the sample here, and just close the prisms. So when we bring these two prisms together, what happens is the sample gets sandwiched between the two surfaces of the prism, and then we are going to pass light into the lower prism. So light can be passed with the help of a light source, a bulb, or sunlight. So we can focus the sunlight onto the lower prism by using this reflecting mirror. So there are two prisms in between which we are going to place the sample. Then we can have a light source like a bulb, etc., or sunlight if it is enough, and we can reflect the light with this reflecting mirror. And then we have a telescope.
When the light is reflected into the lower prism, the surface of the lower prism effectively becomes the source for an infinite number of rays that pass through the sample at all angles. The radiation is refracted at the interface of the sample and the smooth ground face of the upper prism. After this, it passes into the fixed telescope.
So from the upper prism, the light rays pass into the telescope. The telescope consists of two MIC prisms. So these prisms collect all the critical angles of different colors that are coming from the upper prism, and then they convert into a single white beam that corresponds to the sodium D ray. So now when I adjust the light and dark interface to join the crosshairs, I can turn this knob for the adjustment, and then I can even do a fine adjustment by turning this turret. So now I have adjusted in such a way that the light and dark interface are joining the crosshairs. So now what I do is I can read the refractive index of this oil sample through this another eyepiece which will be showing the fixed scale reading. So from the fixed scale reading I can note down the refractive index of the sample. So dear students, I hope I have given a very clear description about the refractometer. This is how we measure the refractive index of an oil sample. In fact, this is a very simple method to measure the purity of oil samples. Oil samples on long storages usually become rancid, that is, they no longer hold their oil properties. This is because on exposure to light, air, temperature, etc. And in fact, their molecular weight increases and their chemical composition changes. Due to this, their refractive index value increases. So this increase in refractive index value is an indication of the oil becoming rancid or spoilage. In fact, in a simple language, it is spoilage of oil. So dear students, I hope you have understood about the estimation of purity of an oil sample. Soon I will be back with another analytical instrumentation. Thank you.